And we didn't even cook a meat that we really wanted to cook, because if you win and you want to win again, you have to make a different recipe. So last time we did brisket, and this time we did chuck roast like burnt ends. And they came out pretty good, but definitely a different way to do it. Okay, so I sure hope you read the book. Okay. What happens with the cheesecake? What's she talking about in the book? Not all at once. What do you got, Declan?
There's a mental and a physical response that your body, or subconscious response.
Yeah. Okay, so you see cheesecake, or if you don't like cheesecake, pick your favorite dessert. Doesn't matter to me. By the way, I learned, we meditated at the beginning of class last week, right? And half of y'all fell asleep. I lost you. Okay. I've never done that at the beginning of class. I took another instructor's advice because it's supposed to help you focus for the rest of class. Not for 8 a.m. Okay, not for 8 a.m. Learn that the hard way. So for the other 3 to 1 class, I did it at the end of class. So, but hopefully you just found that useful. Okay. You know it's a willpower challenge when you feel it in your body. All right. There's a battle between two parts: what you want and what you want. You want cheesecake, or chocolate cake, or ice cream, whatever your favorite thing is, right? But you also want to be fit, right? Or you don't want to be overweight, or you want to be good at PT or whatever. So you have to weigh that out, okay? Sometimes the craving wins, right? Sometimes we're like, hell yeah, I'm having ice cream, right? And sometimes we're like, no, I didn't. I'm awesome. Look at me, okay? So what you have to figure out is it's not necessarily what you were thinking, but what your body was doing. The good news is you can shift your physiology when you need it most. You can train your body, right, to stay in that state. What does that mean? What does she talk about with the physiology of what's happening when you give in to willpower challenges? What does your body do? Or what happened? Yep. Good. Good. Yep, bingo. What else? Did you have your hand up, Ethan?
Oh, I'm going to say the same thing.
Okay, all right. Heart rate availability gets into that. Okay. Fight or flight, what does that mean? Caleb?
It was like in the part of the book where they were talking about the saber-tooth, where like your body is like a natural instinct to either defend yourself or just run, and it applies not only to like back in the times when we were afraid, but now like how we like face like our adversity and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, exactly, okay. So, and you touched on it. Why does your body do that?
Because it's just our automatic response.
Yeah, but instinct, yeah, survival, right? Okay, something wants to eat me, I'm getting out of here, all right? What's your body doing during that emergency? What's your body doing? Caleb?
There's a mix of like release of hormones that you either are like get a bunch of adrenaline for. I mean, you get it for both, but that adrenaline either goes to like fuel your muscles to be able to fight back, and you kind of get like more of a sense of like strength.
Yeah.
Or if you like fall in the flight system, you still get that adrenaline, but it's to be able to like run away and like come up with avoidance tactics that you probably wouldn't like do if you weren't faced with a situation like that.
Yep, bingo, okay. Your body is like kicks into overdrive, right? It's using adrenaline, using a whole bunch of other things, focusing, heart rate gets going, muscles fire off, it's great, okay? When my dad was a kid, he stepped up on a log, and there was a rattlesnake right there. And he said I had one foot on the ground, and the other one was like on the log. He said that one calf muscle shot me like 12 feet forward, okay, to get the hell away from the rattlesnake, because it scared the shit out of him, right? And he's like, oh my God, and like he's like, one leg shot me like 12 feet in the air. Probably an exaggeration, but body absolutely kicks in. You can hear about, read about stories and stuff like that. I remember there was a fireman, and they were dealing with an emergency, right? And a sign fell on a buddy of his that weighed like 1,200 pounds or some ungodly number, and the dude was a big dude, and lifted it off of the guy. And like, now normally he would not have been able to do that, but adrenaline and caring about his buddy and all that stuff. Now, what happens after that? What happens after that? You're freaking exhausted, right? Whether it's mental or physical, your body is shot because you just used up a whole bunch of your reserves, okay? What does your body not do in those situations?
Your body's focused completely on the thread, so it basically walks off anything that distracts you away from the thread.
Bingo. Yeah, you don't stop and think, do you?
That was impulsive.
No, you don't. Yeah, emergency situation. There's a rattlesnake. I wonder if he's going to bite me. Is it a friendly rattlesnake? Is that a male or a female? It's hard to tell. Well, that's an interesting color this time of year. He blends it. No, you don't think about any of that shit. You're like, I got to go. Okay? And that's all that happens. Your body does not stop and think. Okay? That's exactly what happens with willpower. All right? You see your favorite thing, right? And you want it. Want it right now. It's similar to what's happening in that fight or flight. Not as dramatic, but sometimes your body's like, yep, I'm going in all in. I'm going to eat the shit out of that cheesecake. Okay? It's going to be delicious. Right? Down a whole cheesecake, and then you're like, I've made a horrible mistake. Okay? But whatever it is, right? The dopamine that gets released in your brain, and it happens for a number of reasons. Okay? There's a lot of talk about dopamine and all the good things that it does, okay? But it also impacts your attention, your motivation, and your action, all right? So having dopamine or not having dopamine impacts all of those things. Actually, when you get a hug, you're supposed to have 3 hugs a day. Did you know that? Did you know that, Jesse? You're supposed to get 3 hugs a day, okay? It's good for you. When you get a hug, dopamine is released in your brain, okay? Feels good because it makes you happy. Get your hugs in, buddy.
I do.
Okay, good.
I got one lady.
All right, good. Okay. So, the problem is we can't exactly kill a desire, right? Hard to do. One turnpike tickets, okay? It's hard to kill a desire, right? Your mind and your body want it, right? Fight or flight is not necessarily what you need right now, okay? If we're trying to resist the ice cream or the chocolate cake, it's not necessarily a fight or flight response. Self-control requires a different approach to self-preservation. It's a different kind of threat. So what's the thought or feeling that makes you do whatever it is you don't want to do? Why do we give in? Why do you guys give in to things you shouldn't do on an impulse?
Feels good in the moment.
Feels good, right? Yeah? Good. Why else?
Easy.
It's easy. Good. Yeah. What else?
Instant gratification.
Instant gratification, yeah, awesome. Got the cheesecake, good to go, or whatever it is. Okay, sleeping in, right? Gonna bag in, not going to PT. Felt great. Okay, what else?
Sometimes you don't even realize it.
Yeah, we don't even realize it. Okay, what's the trigger? What's the problem? Like, why do you do it? Do you even know? So this is what I want you to try to pay attention to. Like, what causes you to do it? Take a moment to step back and realize, why did I give into the thing that I didn't want to do or don't want to do, all right? Or that's detrimental to my long-term goals. Does it kill you to eat a piece of cheesecake? No, it's fine, okay? But if you're telling yourself, I want to be more fit, or I want to be healthy, or less sugar in my diet, whatever it is, you need to figure out what the trigger is. Okay, so that you can recognize it and head it off, all right? When I saw the rattlesnake, I know what to do. Okay. What's the pause and plan response? It's pretty easy. It's in the title. No, you read. I know you read. What do you got?
It's the kind of different version of fight or flight where we slow down and think about what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, take a second. This is the craziest thing when you're driving. Okay, especially here in Texas and other places. California's far worse. Okay, but Texans are not just driven in San Diego. It's a shit show. Okay, all right. If you just wait like 3 seconds, you're good. Okay, I don't know what it is about when we see other cars that we feel like we have to get in front of that car and pull out in front of them. They're doing 60. You're going to die, okay? Or you're going to hit the gas. Just wait for the car to go by. You'll be fine, right? Can't do it, can you? Count to 3 next time, okay? Or 5. It's literally seconds, all right? Be like, oh, I could just let him go. And then I could go and not risk all of our lives, right? Just take a second, Okay? And try it with anything, all right? Try it with those impulses. I need to study. I'm in my room. I'm going to sit down and study. Somebody comes in. Hey, let's go have fun. Okay. Shit. Right? Just take a second. Man, I would love to. Can you give me like an hour? You know, whatever. Okay, huh? Did you say something? Okay. Right. Just pause for a second. Okay. There's an internal and an external conflict. External is the saber-toothed cat or the rattlesnake. There's an outside threat. Internal is it's you. Right? This is far harder. Right? I don't like the rattlesnake. Easy. The demon inside me, much worse. Okay? Much worse. Much more deviant. Okay? So be aware of what's going on inside. All right? What do you really want? How do you do it? Are your instincts making good or bad choices for you? Bad? Why?
Well, instinctually, I'd like cake.
Yeah. Okay. See the cake? Want to eat the cake. Okay. Should you do it all the time? No, probably not. Right? Okay. Why is it so hard?
Hardwired myself when I was young. Like, I want cake.
I want cake.
If I can have cake, I'll eat it.
Good. All right. Do you also want to be healthy, fit, good at PT, all that?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So therein lies the yin and yang within you. That's the good and evil within you, which you all have. Okay. Find a way to protect yourself from yourself. Okay. Pause and plan. Literally taking a minute will help you. Okay. Get yourself in a calmer state. All right. You don't want to be sedate. You don't want to be falling asleep. All right. But calm yourself down. Does anybody here hunt? You guys get buck fever? See the deer walk out? Your heart starts racing. Okay? The end of the rifle's almost shaking. Okay? How do you combat that? What do you do, Caitlin?
I mean, usually, like, everyone kind of has their own method, but, like, usually I'll just, like, check my sights, check my position, wait till, like, I hunt North Carolina, and so the thing is, if you take a shot too early, I've had one fall, like, 50 feet drop off a mountain, and you gotta hike that thing back up. So
Yeah.
you just kind of, like, gotta, like, tell yourself to be patient, else you're gonna pay for it.
Absolutely.
So,
Yep. Same thing. What do you do? How do you calm yourself down?
I just like take a couple deep breaths, and just like hands off, and like trigger all kind of stuff. Just keep my sights on it, but then just wait.
Yeah. Does it pay off?
Yeah.
Yes, it does. Wes, same thing. What do you do?
Yeah, I agree. I took, like, obviously your finger commentary, you can straight, but like sometimes I'll just take my shooting hand off the gun for a second to let it, like, let myself kind of chill out.
Yeah.
Not holding this thing, shaking all the time.
Right.
But then it's a lot harder when you go to actually take the shot. It's a lot harder to then stabilize yourself at that point.
Absolutely. Okay. Because you've done it multiple times, you figured out what's worked for you. Okay. And that's what you have to figure out. What works for you to give you a second? Okay. How do you calm yourself down? It's really hard to do it the first time you ever do it. Remember your first kill, or first shot? Maybe you didn't even hit. Right? Deer walks out, and you're like, "Oh my God, finally!" Right? All excited. You're so excited. Okay. And you miss, or you get too excited, or whatever. But if you've done it a few times, even though you still get buck fever, you still get excited, you got to figure out a way to calm yourself down. No different with your conflicts. Okay? No different with your willpower. Figure out what's going to help you, what's going to calm you down. Right? You also don't want to freeze in face of the internal conflict. This will actually give you freedom. Okay? If James is walking by which favorite? Chocolate cake? Which favorite cake?
Carrot.
Carrot cake is your favorite? My man, okay? It's really not bad. I like chocolate cake. Just so you guys are aware. Okay. If I'm walking by and all of a sudden, boom, carrot cake. Gotta have it, right? Okay. If I see it and I just go, good, and keep walking, then you won. All right? Then you just made your willpower a little bit better. Okay? It keeps you from immediately following your impulses. Gives you time to be more flexible and thoughtful if you're actually prepared to deal with it. You got to tell yourself, man, I bet some shit comes up today. All right? I got to be able to deal with it. touched on it. Heart rate variability, or a word like that. Okay, fluctuating heart rate. Right? Words are hard today. Okay? Fluctuating heart rate. Why is that a good thing? Why is that good?
Anytime your body's relaxed.
Yeah, body can be relaxed, good, or excited a little bit. Okay, if it varies, sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down. Why is that good? Talked about it in the book. What does it help you do? If you're an alcoholic, okay, and you've been sober for a while, and you see a drink, there's alcohol in Alex's drink, maybe, it's like 50-50. Okay. There's alcohol in there. I'm a recovering alcoholic. If I see it and my heart rate goes up, am I more likely to drink it or not? Not. Why? Because the body just kicked into that fight or flight a little bit. Just a little bit. I saw it. I'm like, oh, God, there's alcohol. I love alcohol. I shouldn't drink it. It's terrible for me. Okay? If my heart rate goes up, I'm more likely to not drink it. If it stays the same or goes down, I am more likely to give in. Okay? Anything that puts stress on your mind or body can interfere with the physiology of self-control and sabotage your willpower. Okay, we'll talk more about stress. Life's hard. Don't try it. Main lesson. Do we give up? Yeah, all the time, right? Why? Why?
See above line.
It's easy. Okay, good. What can you do about it? What can we do about it?
Be conscious of those impulses throughout the day.
Yeah, how?
Well, like you said, just take a step back and don't act so rational.
Yep, good. Okay, I'll take it. Can you make your willpower reserve stronger? How?
Practice.
Yeah, doing it, right? Okay, paying attention. Can slowing breathing and pausing help with anxiety and uncomfortable situations? Yeah, okay, all that can help. Doing that meditation, right? Participants in Australia, what happened? They did a study in Australia and they had a group of people. What happened? What did they do? It's in the book. I can start quizzing you guys on the reading if you want.
Didn't they sign up for like a gym membership?
They were given a free gym membership.
Yeah.
And that's all.
And the people who worked out had more willpower.
Bingo. Okay? And what was their willpower? Like, what started happening?
They just like started making healthier decisions.
Yeah. They weren't told to go a certain number of days. They weren't told to do certain workouts. They said, here's a free gym membership. Take advantage of it. First month, they started going once a week at most. Second month, how often were they going?
Like 3 times a week.
3 times a week. Okay? They started drinking less caffeine, sleeping better. If you want to improve your willpower, physical exercise is the single best thing you can do because it makes your heart rate variable. All right? When you guys do PT, it's phenomenal for you. All right? One of the few things we know about mental health is that exercise is one of the best things you can do for your mind. Right? There's so much we don't know, but we do know that exercise is one of the single best things that you can do. Okay? How quickly do you get benefits from exercise?
Not very quickly.
Wrong. It's immediate. It is 100% immediate.
Okay, all right. Then let's talk. What are when you talk about benefits? Like, what are you talking about? Willpower benefits? You talking about like physical, like
Yes.
what happens to you? Okay. So,
All the above.
right. In certain degrees, yeah, there are always going to be like some immediate things, but a lot of things. The reason why you exercise and you have to do it consistently is because it's not an immediate change. You have to work at it over time, right? You have to go to the gym 5 days, 6 days a week because if you don't, that's or depending on your goals, right? But you can't expect there to be all kinds of immediate benefits. That's why you go so much, right? That's why you do it every day.
Did you read the chapter?
Yes, it
Okay. It's immediate. Walking for 5 minutes is better than not for your physical body. Is 100% beneficial. Okay, now the amount of benefit varies. The more you do, the more benefit. Correct. The more you go, the more greater the benefit. But if you have a sedentary lifestyle, it is immediate if you change that. It's just like stopping smoking. It's the same thing. If I don't pick up that next cigarette, my body is already healing immediately, right? It's already getting better. The physiology is improving with any bit of exercise you do. Now, depending on your goals and what you want, yeah, you're going to need to do more. But going and spending 5, 10, 15 minutes exercising is significantly better than not ever doing it. The gains are immediate. You don't see them, which is something that we have a really hard time with. People in chemistry, biology, all these things, if we can't see it, we have a really hard time with it. But the studies are conclusive. It's immediate, okay? Same thing with being outside. In hospitals, if you're recovering in a hospital room and you can see green outside, you are more likely to recover faster. Just if you can see something outside that's green, grass, trees, whatever, okay, you are more likely to recover faster, or you will recover faster. Right? Being outside is inherent in us. Now it's different for everybody, how much and all that good stuff, whether it's too hot, too cold, all right? But just being outside is extremely beneficial for you. All right? How much do you need to do? How much exercise do you need to do?
Whatever you will do.
Exactly. Okay. Now, if you want to get bigger, faster, stronger, you got to do more. That part's true. Okay. But if you just want to be a little bit healthier, then doing a little bit of exercise will help. All right. Wait 5, 10, 15 years for you guys. And some of you are like, never get a PT again. Can't wait. It's going to be awesome. Okay. See what happens to your health. All right. Just get some exercise. Single best thing you can do. Right? It's a matter of how much you're willing to do. And if you don't like that, if you don't like lifting, don't lift. Right? If you don't like cardio, don't do cardio. Find the thing that you actually enjoy doing and do that thing. Right? What happened to the restaurant owner? Italian guy had 2 Italian restaurants.
He's gonna have a heart attack.
He was going to have a heart attack. Why?
He's obese.
He's obese and
Was high cholesterol.
yeah. And what was he doing all day?
Sitting sedentary.
Sedentary, but he's working like all day, right? So busy, sat in his office a lot. Italian restaurant, great food, okay. Lots of carbs, lots of butter, delicious, so good, right? Okay. What was he worried about? They said you need to start exercising. You're overweight. What was he worried about the exercise doing?
Distracted from his work.
Distracting him, yeah, but what else?
Making me more tired.
Yeah, he thought he would genuinely be more tired because if he exercised, it would take time away from work. What happened?
Did the opposite.
He had more energy. Okay, single best thing you can do is physical exercise for your brain. Okay, I do barbell stuff. I hate squats. Hate squats. I do them twice a week. Okay, whether and I don't want to. All right, I don't want to do them. I hate squats. I do them every time. Okay, because I want to have a good deadlift. I want to have a good bench. Okay, and if you want to be stronger at anything, do squats. Okay, largest muscle group releases the most testosterone. I hate them. I hate them so much. Okay, but I still do them all the time. Right? There's you guys. Okay, what happens when you're sleep deprived?
You're sleeping.
You're sleeping. You're sleeping, literally, in class. Okay, what else? What happens when you're sleep deprived? Kenny?
Can't focus.
Huh?
You can't focus.
You cannot focus. 100% true. Okay, what else? Josh?
Slow response.
Slows your response? Yeah, it's like being drunk without any of the benefits. What else? Yeah, when can I sleep again? Okay, what does it do to your willpower? Sucks it away. What do you guys not ever do? Sleep. You're constantly setting yourselves up for failure all the time. Okay, because you don't sleep, you make poor decisions. You make impulsive decisions. Okay. Excuse me. Why don't caffeine and sugar help?
Just stay off the calm.
It doesn't solve the issue, does it?
No.
What does your body use when it needs energy? It uses these things, and if you are sleep deprived, it makes you use them inefficiently. Jesus, I'm dying here. We'll need your help, Caitlin, in a minute. Okay. You are creating your own unnecessary fight or flight response because you're sleep deprived. You're sleeping. Think about next time you can sleep, all right? All that good stuff. You're getting behind in classes. You make impulsive decisions. You give in to the cake because you're hungry. Okay. It literally results in more stress and less self-control. Right? It's not a good thing. Every time I bring this up in class, I feel like you guys are like, yeah, I don't believe you. Or I don't care. Right? But it's the single best thing you can do for your body. When you're awake, right, all you're thinking about is what I have to do, how long is it going to take, and what is the outcome. All the time. Your brain never stops. What do I have to do? What's it going to take? What's the outcome? Meaning, do I have to do it? Do I not have to do it? When do I start? When do I not start? How long can I put it off? Right? What happens if I choose to do it or not do it? Okay? Your brain's doing that all the time. The only time it doesn't do that, the only time is when you're asleep, which is why we need it. There's a lot we don't know about it. There's a lot we don't know about why our body needs sleep, but we do know that that's true. Okay? Self-control takes energy from your body, right? But trying to do it all the time, if you guys are like, okay, I like some of the things in the text, I want to work on a few things, that's good. If you do it all the time, that's going to wear you out. Why?
It takes effort, a lot of effort.
It's just like fight or flight. It is using all that energy you have. So if we're tired, if we're hungry, if we're worn out, okay, we're using all that energy for self-control, all right? Trying to control every aspect of your life, every aspect of your thoughts, emotions is a toxic strategy. So pick your battles. Pick your battles, okay? Once in a while, the cake's okay. Not all the time. Once in a while, all right, maybe I can bag in, all right? Just don't give in all the time. Pick the battles that you want, right? Quick review. Stress is the enemy of your willpower. Now, we'll talk about stress later this semester in a few weeks because stress is not always a bad thing. How you think about stress is what's detrimental, okay? Because you guys think you're stressed out all the time, which is really unhealthy to think that you're stressed. You can be stressed, and some of you are, all right? But how you think about stress is actually what impacts your body most, okay? Stress focuses on short-term, not long-term goals. All right? Self-control, you got to think about the big picture. All right, we're going to talk about that this week. Oh, I didn't even get into this. When you start having kids, okay, and you don't get sleep at night, right, because your kids are keeping you awake at night, you got to feed the kiddo, right, and you're working and all that good stuff, you will gain weight, men and women, okay? Because you're like, shit, I'm tired, right? I will just go and eat food. And men, we will gain sympathy weight, okay, out of the situation, all right? You will gain weight just like as your wife is pregnant gaining weight, you will gain weight. You have to be conscious of it, all right? Same thing when you're sleep deprived, right? Sleep deprivation actually leads to obesity, right? It's easy to blame ourselves, right? We're weak, we're lazy, we have no willpower. But more often than not, your body, your physical body is in the wrong state of mind. Does that make sense? Okay? If you're not getting enough sleep, if you're not taking care of yourself, you're setting yourself up to give into the cake every time. Okay? Chronic stress equals more impulsive. Give your mind and body a chance for self-control, not self-defense. Give yourself what you need to recover from stress. With sleep, I know you guys love to take naps. Okay? That's okay. That's a good thing, right? But you're better off getting a long night of sleep, right? Getting a full 8 hours or whatever. Okay? If you guys do the all-nighter, right, which you do, not healthy, because some of you do it for survival, if you catch up, it will help, right? The benefits of catching up on sleep are almost immediate, okay? All right, so let's get into this week. So we're gonna have a little fun. Who cusses all the time? Oh, goddamn. Well, yeah, several. Yeah, okay. How long can you go without it? Huh?
I won't cuss around my family, so there's not a
Right. Okay. So do we swear in church? We go to church. Like, goddamn, I'm glad to be here. Okay. No. Right. You can turn it off. Okay. Let's see how you do. Okay. I hear you guys when you're PTing. Every other word is an F-bomb. Okay. The CTO, same thing. Right. Okay. I want you to see if you can go without it. Right? Now, if you don't cuss, pick another thing. I notice from my videos and what I say right all the time. Right? Because I'm looking for cues from you guys. Right? It's a bad habit. I'm aware of it, trying to break it. Right? Or at least reduce it. If you say like all the time, my 13-year-old, God bless. Every other word is like. I'm like, say a normal sentence. Can't do it. Okay? Pick your thing for this week. All right? I had somebody try to do this last year. They didn't make it out of the classroom without swearing. Right? See? See how often I say right? I'm sorry. I know it, but I'm trying to get validation because you guys just stare at me blankly while you're falling asleep. Okay? So pick your thing. Okay? Can we do it? I got people who cuss a lot. Okay? Or at all. Give it a shot. You won't even notice. You won't even notice. And then you'll hear yourself. You'll be like, damn it, I said damn it, shit. You can't stop, right? Give it a shot, okay? Try for the week, all right? Commit to doing something every day that you don't normally do, okay? Now, this could be, like, it's cold right now, you got your jacket, maybe you don't hang your jacket up when you walk it back into your room, okay? Maybe you throw it on your chair. Pick a thing that you want to do every day, okay? That's the I will power, thing I'm going to do, all right? See if you made it a full week or not. Next one, self-monitoring. This is a fun one. Mostly has to do with phones, right? Pay attention to how often you do something during a week, right? When you're studying, how many times did you pick up your phone, right? How many hours or minutes did you spend on YouTube when you could have been doing something more productive? I want you to track something you think that's not necessarily a good habit or distraction or whatever. Pick your thing. I don't care what it is, okay? And I want you to monitor these for the week. All right. Lastly, and this is a big picture one, and this one actually seems to be hard for you guys, right? And not in a malicious way. I don't think you guys always know what you want, right? I want you to think about what actually motivates you. What motivates you to get it done? What motivates you to go to class, do your homework? James, you good? What motivates you? Is it the degree? Is it grad school? Is it a job? Is it my family? Is it myself? Think about what the real motivation is. A lot of us just think, well, we're here, I got to get a degree. Right? Why? Right? Find out what your real motivation is, because I don't think a lot of you know. A lot of you, oh, it's to make my parents proud. Okay, great. Is that what really motivates you? Some of you, yes. Some of you are like, no, I don't give a shit. But I think I need to make them proud. Right? So let's see if we can find our real motivation. Deal? Okay. I want you to, you don't have to reply to other posts this week because I'm asking you to do a few things, right? But I want you to track. You can track it on your phone, right? You can do a stopwatch, whatever, see how long you do something or whatever. Just pay attention to the time. Make a check mark when you're studying how many times you pick up your stinking phone, you know, when you shouldn't be, right? But track all these things, okay? And see how we deal. Deal? Okay. Please make sure you guys are reading and retaining what's in the text. Right? Otherwise, I'll just give you a blank piece of paper and say, tell me what the chapter is about. That's how I give quizzes. Okay? This semester in SOMS in particular, we stick. Now, I'm not going to do it the whole semester, but for the start, we're going to review the chapters as we're going along. Okay? And as we get further along, we'll do that less and less. But please make sure you're keeping up with the reading. Cool? Okay. We're all sleeping and tired, so we're done early today. So remember that. You owe me minutes next time. Go be awesome. Have a wonderful week.